Welcome to the first Left or Right podcast episode in 2022.
Yeah. Let's go. That's a dub.
We are back, season number 3. But first off, we have some sad news to share. Former Nevada Lieutenant Governor, former member of the U.S. House of Representatives, and former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid died on December 28th, 2021 at the age of 82. And this podcast is dedicated to him. This podcast is also dedicated to the late and very great Golden Girl, Betty White, an honorary mayor of Hollywood, incredible woman that everybody loves. May she and Harry Reid rest in peace.
It's Betty White, man.
It's so sad, but you know what? We don't need to be sad because we just got to remember that they lived a life that was full. And then
it's sad. I don't want to sound like a horrible person, but I'm going to say it. I find it kind of ironic. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a horrible person. Like, for days, Betty White was getting hyped up by the media. Like, hey, you're about to make it to 100. And then she died the day before, like, the year she was going to turn 100. It's so sad. The thing is, I was looking on her Instagram before when she died. It's so sad because she's hyping up how she's turning 100, how she's so grateful. That almost made me cry. I'm not even kidding.
Bro, yeah, it's very sad.
Maybe it was because she had to make public appearance after public appearance. That could be a cause.
Maybe she seen something in 2022 and decided to check out. Just maybe.
That's also a possibility. This
is clearly what happened. You know, the Queen had to take out the only last threat to her power, that being Betty White.
I'm not even. Well, what about Jimmy Carter?
Somebody in Pakistan is older than. No, it was Iran. He's like,
in my 2022 prediction TikTok, I was so close to putting Jimmy Carter dies, but I didn't want to get the backlash from it.
Shut up, Zane. I've seen that too much. Jimmy Carter literally can't die. I'm predicting the Queen
has a hit list. There was Betty White, Jimmy Carter, probably Mikhail Gorbachev. Right when they're done, she can just become God.
I'm surprised.
Jimmy Carter's out at this point. Oh, these other old people that everybody loves. Jimmy Carter's out.
Russians die quick.
With that said, I think we move on from the topic of death. And let's talk about a failure, or kind of a failure, or hypocrisy from Joe Biden. So basically, Joe Biden this week said that there's no federal solution to the COVID-19 pandemic after constantly saying that he had a plan for COVID. It is clear.
Wait. So you're saying Joe Biden lied?
Yeah, he lied.
No, I would have never expected this. Joe Biden never lies. Come on, guys. I've never seen that before.
I would just like to get opinions. So, Dylan, what do you think about what Biden said?
You know, I expected this from the very beginning. Biden is such a fool. He's a fool. As a matter of fact, I'm about to tell you guys a little bit of a story here. I know the former state senator of Louisiana who actually worked on Trump's campaign. This guy was friends with White House, not security guards, but a Secret Service agent. According to him, Biden stares at walls for hours at end and walks in random directions, like he just walks around the White House.
You don't?
That's how stupid this guy is. He stops and he stares at the wall for like minutes at end.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm looking at a wall.
I like looking at walls.
It's a pretty nice wall.
Yeah, I like walls. You know, my walls. I like my walls. I got some posters on my walls. You know, they're kind of cute.
Wait.
I got a dead goose on my wall.
Could you repeat what you said, Flaggy?
I want to fuck my wall.
I don't think this is really. I think this is Biden realizing that there's nothing he can do.
Exactly.
He
He
should have
lied.
realized that a long time ago. He probably knew that all along. There's nothing he can do.
Who knows? Who knows?
William, what do you think about what Biden said?
Personally, me, I can see why it has come to this. People are just not getting vaccinated at this point. It's clear if you get vaccinated and you wear a mask, that's going to prevent the spread of COVID. Now, look at this point, 90% of the people that are in hospitals are unvaccinated. So it's clear. I think that's the major issue because of why the federal government can't get involved anymore. At least that's what Biden.
All right, Marty, what do you think?
I'm not really surprised. I mean, he hasn't really done anything successful up to this point. It's been almost a year. But I don't, even if he wanted to shut it down and like really tried and put everything forward, I don't think there's anything he could actually do that's gonna get people to stop COVID. But I mean, it's not really surprising. I don't really think he has the power to do anything. Just him at his mental state and what his track record up this past year. I don't really think that there's anything he can do, even if he wanted to.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, Marty.
I think he can do something, but maybe he has to go through Congress to do whatever it is.
Yeah, you can fire Dr. Fauci.
That would be a great start, but I don't think he should do that because then the Fauci hour would end, and we don't want that to end when it just began.
Come on, guys, it's the best hour. Gabagool. Come on.
All right. I saw this coming. Joe Biden said, "I have a plan," but then never. What's the word? I'm gonna find the word. Never
did it.
Fuck. No. He said he had a plan. Biden said he had a plan, but he never said what that plan was. He never said what that plan was. He was always like, Donald Trump doesn't have a plan, and I have a plan. It's clear that none of them had a plan because it's hard to stop a virus when viruses just happen naturally.
All the plans, my plan is the best plan. And then never said what his plan was. And then Biden's like, my plan is good. It's good. It's better than Donald's. And then never said what his plan was.
Had was people getting vaccinated, and that didn't happen. So
that's what he ran on, bro. He literally ran strictly on that. I have a plan. No, even when he was running, like you saw Kamala Harris saying, "I will not take that shot if Trump tells me to take it." Like she said that. She said that.
But she'll take it if Biden says.
Joe Biden praised Donald Trump after he admitted that he had the third shot and like he keeps on defending the vaccine. And
I think that's really good.
And after that, Donald Trump said he finds it very tough to criticize Biden after all the praise he's gotten from him on the vaccine. Vaughn, what do you think about that, bro?
I like this because it's like they're like, it's not like they're fighting about everything all the time. They're like, you know what? Take the vaccine, and they agree on that. And I think that's good because that's like some bipartisanship between them after the incredibly, what was the word? Horrifying, disgusting, makes me worry for the future of our country. That was the 2020 election, right? Where it just seemed like they didn't agree on anything. But I like this bipartisanship in the news recently. I know Trump also said something about like wanting to regulate crypto, which just like Trump's been, I don't know any other word for it, but based, to be honest.
Maybe he's all doing this to like win the hearts of moderates, maybe.
Maybe he is, but it's working a little bit.
All right, William, what do you think about what Trump said?
Base Daddy Trump.
Whoa. Okay, Dylan, what about you, bro?
Well, I don't know who said this before, but it's good to see that for once they can, I don't know if I'd call this getting along, but they can coexist here without like throwing stones at each other.
But guys, I think this might be leading to something else, though. Maybe it's them trying to tell us about their secret relationship, because we all know it's
realistic. That would also be realistic.
Yeah, we all know it's there, right? We all know that Trump has a secret room in the White House. That all this is for show. that they all, Trump and Biden.
And then Joe sniffs him. Sniffs is all right.
And
Whatever.
Biden grabs
I'm
Biden by the you know what? Like, it's perfect.
okay.
Amazing.
Marty, what do you think about what Donald Trump said?
Uncommon Trump victory, honestly. It's nice to see him praise something that's actually good instead of like white supremacists or. So I would say it's pretty uncommon Trump W.
All right. And Neri, what do you think, bro?
Yeah, it's good to see them kind of getting along.
And also, Lennon, what do you think?
I think Trump, he realized like all the stuff like he did wasn't good for like him running. So maybe this is him trying to amend that for if he's gonna run or not.
All right. You know what? This is what I think. How can you find it tough to criticize Biden? Like what? Like, there's so much you can criticize him on. He's probably.
I think he's talking about COVID and stuff, which is understandable because they do agree on that.
I mean, yeah, like there's nothing that the government can truly do that can end the pandemic. Like, there's nothing. There's truly nothing. And then, the vaccine praise. Jesus Christ. The vaccine praise. I mean, I'm glad that they're getting along, but like, I don't know.
I'm so happy that they're getting along.
I think it's
I
just
was worried
like
that they were gonna break up, and I can't deal with that. Like,
All right. With that said, I would like to introduce you guys, James.
James.
That's a little odd. James, what's good, bro?
Hey, I exist. What's
We
up?
love you, James. With that said, let's move on. So Hillary Clinton, the 2016 Democrat nominee for president.
What a W candidate.
Suggested that progressive Democrats will cause Democrats to lose in the midterm elections. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I don't think that's going to be the major reason if they do lose, because they're not really a big voice. Maybe AOC is a pretty big voice, but they're not the biggest voice that's going to affect the election in 2022. So,
all right, Dylan, what about you? What do you think?
It's really what the Democrat method here. The moment something goes wrong for them, they just blame the other side of the party. So especially with Hillary Clinton, she's very great at throwing the blame other places. We saw that in the 2016 election. But, I think she's right in a way that this isn't just progressive Democrats. It's the whole party that's really just going to mess up 2022 for them. Especially Biden, Harris. It's a whole mess over there.
Okay, Marty, what about you?
I think the Democrat Party is slowly gaining traction in the way of going more radical, which is very upsetting. But it's slowly becoming more of a radical movement, and you're going to start to see more and more radicals win House elections, and then eventually maybe some Senate seats. Which the Democrat Party has an internal civil war going on at this point. While Biden's trying to do all this stuff, but I could see a potential problem happening in the future for moderate Democrats losing their seats to radicals.
All right, Vaughn, what about you? What do you think about what Clinton said?
All right, I don't want to say this. I really don't want to say this, but this is a very, very rare Hillary W. I completely agree, to be honest.
I
think
agree
it
too.
Is. I completely agree with Hillary because, these the more conservative Democrats like Manchin and Tester that are like in like these more red states are incredibly popular in these states. And they need to be pushing more conservative Democrats in like these red states because that's how they'll win. Or they just need to be pushing, not progressive, or they need to be pushing more moderate candidates. And then they'll win. Like even in like solid blue states, they should be pushing more moderates because they should be ousting these radicals who are moving the party towards like obviously they're not communists, but they're definitely moving the party farther left into communism. So they should really oust them, sell them. We do not support progressives. We do not support the squad, and go with more, moderate candidates. That's what I would. So yeah, I completely agree with Hillary Clinton, which I hate saying that, but it's true.
I completely agree with you, Vaughn, there. If Democrats push more moderate candidates, they could have more wins, especially in states like Kansas, like you saw that with Laura Kelly, like Nebraska. I mean, it could work, but no, they have to put freaking AOC freaking clones out there. James, what do you think about what Clinton said?
Oh, I agree. I agree with it for the most part. I think the Democratic Party are kind of trying to take a more, at least when it comes to presidents, a more like moderate stance, like you see with Biden and stuff like that. They're not trying to get these full-on progressives into the presidential office as much as some Democrats want to see. But obviously, as America stands right now, those people aren't going to be the ones who win election. So yeah, I think it's common sense what she said, and I don't think that's going to change for a while.
All right. Lennon, what do you think about what Clinton said?
I don't think that's the biggest thing that will cause a loss for 2022.
Of course, you don't.
Who was that?
Vaughn said that.
He sucks dick.
All right, Neri, what do you think about what Clinton
Wait, hold
said?
up, Vaughn, is that true?
What?
Is what he said true about you?
Oh, only Zane,
Respectable.
All right, Neri, what do you think about what Clinton said?
Facts. Based Hillary. Progressive sucks. They need to stay out of Congress because they get actual progress blocked, like with the infrastructure bill, because they're stupid, they're no good, and I will say that till the day I die. Progressives are a shame to society, and they need to leave it. They need to leave Congress.
I want to see a Lenin-Neri argument now.
Of what? Lenin versus Vaughn?
They're failures.
Neri versus Lenin, because that would be funny.
That would be a good debate. I've actually never heard Lenin debate. So is he any good at it?
That would be a cool debate, low key.
I've seen him debate in the Discord. He isn't bad.
Okay.
All right. With that said, the Cook Political Report projected that the GOP are the clear favorites to win the House majority in 2022. Vaughn, what do you think about that?
Completely agree. Democrats I think the Senate's gonna be a little closer, but I think the House is definitely going to Republicans. I don't really know about the Senate currently. I can't really make a prediction there, but the House is definitely going to Republicans. Especially in like more rural areas, unless somehow Democrats can save themselves with like a map in like New York or an NTA, because those are like some of the only ones left. But I don't even think that'll be enough. I think Republicans are definitely going to win in 2022. They're definitely going to win the House. I don't know about the Senate. I'm still thinking about that right now. So as it gets closer and closer, though, I think that it's possible to change. But as of right now, it's definitely going to Republicans.
All right, William, what do you think?
I mean, he probably is right. I'm not exactly sure, but by what I'm hearing right now, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's probably right about that. But only thing I hope is Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matthew Clark, they get voted out. That's probably, judging by where they are located, that's probably going to be unlikely, but you never know. If that happens, I think that's a victory in my book.
Okay, Lennon, what do you think?
I think the Democrats really shot themselves in the foot, and this is a consequence from that.
Okay, all right, Neri, what do you think?
House is going red, Senate's going red, and it's going to be like that for 20 years.
Whoa,
okay.
My prediction.
20 years, whoa.
That's a little bit long there, bud, but okay. Dylan, what do you think?
So if we're talking about the House, we're definitely going to see a change then in 2022. Probably the Senate too. It's going to be really bad for Biden. But just looking at everything, especially when we saw in the 2021 midterms, we saw what happened with in New Jersey, where it was very, very close. I mean, you could probably, I don't know, add a couple hundred more votes and it will get changed what happened, and especially what happened in Virginia, where that strong that strong Democrat state really switched there. I think we're going to continue to see this as Biden and Harris keep just making more and more mistakes. That's now it looks like that's just becoming a daily occurrence. They mess up daily.
Okay, Marty, what do you think?
I don't really think it's debatable at this point. The Republicans are the clear winner in the House. The Senate is either going to be 50-50 or 51-50 in Republicans' favor. There's no way the Democrats can contain the House or the Senate by a safe majority if they retain it at all. I only hope to see that if when the Republicans win the House, that they don't renominate Kevin McCarthy as the Speaker.
Based.
All right, and last
I
but
don't like
certainly
that.
not least, James, what do you think?
Well, if you look throughout history, anytime that a single party has controlled both the House and the Senate, it almost never lasts for any respectable amount of time. It usually shifts pretty fast. So I think this is just gonna be like that, where it shifts back to either House red, Senate blue, or both of them being red.
All right. Yeah, no, I completely agree. The House is going red in 2022. I've been saying this since, I don't know, since we started filming this podcast. I mean, I knew it was going to happen. Like, it's not all of a sudden such a
We
big
also
deal.
Wait.
need
Since we
Mitch
started filming
McConnell.
this podcast, like this one right now,
Yeah.
like today, like before like today, you were like maybe the House will go
No.
blue.
Since we started filming the
I knew it was way
podcast
back
in
in the summer.
general,
Yeah, I know. I'm
we
joking.
started
I'm joking.
filming it in general. Like,
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
like, dude, like I knew. I'm not retarded. And I've always known that the House is gonna go red. People were like, but guys, just look at Joe Biden. And it's like, Joe Biden fucking sucks. Like, that doesn't prove your point at all.
I agree.
I want to know. I'm gonna roast you if the House turns blue.
It's not. I'd bet my life on it.
William, if it turns blue, I will cut off my left nut. Okay.
Yeah, William, if it turns blue, I will cut off my left nut. Like, for real.
Yeah, me and Zane will swap nuts. There, we'll swap them.
Biden's gonna cancel student debt, and it's gonna go blue. Just
I'm waiting
watch.
for this to become blue and I'm just waiting now.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no,
if
all right.
the House goes blue,
This
I
is
will
a
be
big.
like,
This
it's
is a
fraud.
this is a big gamble that we're doing here, and it's actually low key entertaining. Like, what, like, dude, Vaughn, you're down for that? You down for that?
Yeah, me and Zane will have a nut transplant surgery, so we'll both just swap nuts. It'll be fine.
Or that
Can you guys please explain how you'll get a doctor to actually perform this?
No.
You know,
Well, we're not gonna have to worry
Craigslist,
about that because the
you know, like,
Democrats
I don't
aren't
know.
winning the House. We're not gonna have
If
to
they
worry
win
about
the-
it. It's not
I
that
kinda
big
wanna-
of a deal.
Anyways,
exactly.
I think we all that we want to see is what's it called? Mitch McConnell runs for the House and then becomes the Speaker of the House. That's what we all want to see.
I want to see Mitch McConnell 2024.
Yeah,
I want to see Mitch
vote-
McConnell retiring in the nursing home.
yeah,
see
vote
Mitch
for
Mc-
Mitch McConnell or you're stupid.
I agree.
Mitch
Anyways,
McConnell.
36
let's move
years
on.
in the Senate.
So,
This will be the
Dur-
most
as
important
you
vote
know,
I
it's
ever
a new year,
passed.
so happy New Year, everyone. I forgot to say that. But at midnight on New Year's Eve, Eric Adams was sworn in to be the new mayor of New York City.
Disgusting.
Yay.
Who's
What's
that
wrong with
dude?
This is the worst thing that has ever happened in the history of New York City.
How?
Besides De Blasio eating
explain.
pizza with a fork.
Please,
Can you please explain how
elaborate.
this is worse than 9/11?
Yeah. What?
Allah Akbar.
Listen. It's not worse than 9/11.
You said it was.
Hey, Zane.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen. The only thing that's
Can,
worse than
bear
9/11
with
in the
me?
history of New York City is Bill de Blasio eating pizza with a fork. Okay, like that's the only thing that's worse.
You know what?
And I
I'm
will not
actually
elaborate.
pretty happy with Eric Adams being the new mayor because he actually is kind of a moderate, like in a way.
Yeah. But like Curtis
In a way.
Sliwa, though.
Shut the fuck up, okay? Let me explain. And then anything is better than Bill de Blasio.
Bill de
So-
Blasio.
Why not be happy with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you see Andy Cohen go freaking crazy drunk at New Year's Eve? Where he was like, "Sayonara, Saka."
Yeah,
So
I did
funny.
see that.
Well, to
Like,
be
bro.
fair, he's a
Totally.
grown up and he can drink as much as he wants on New Year's.
Abrams, whatever his name is.
Yeah, guys. Andy Cohen's a big boy, so I don't think we should be making fun of him.
We're not making fun of him. I'm saying he's really smart for what he said.
Also true.
Now, there's only one thing that Republicans and Democrats agree on, and that's Bill de Blasio is the worst mayor in the history of New York City. Like,
Bill
that
de
is so
Blasio
funny.
is the worst mayor in the history of New York City.
Hey,
That's it.
hey, Zay, didn't you say you would cut off your left nut if
Oh my
Curtis?
gosh.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Curtis Leawood did not
I
win,
remember-
so
You said that. I'm like, what the?
I
Listen, we promised to cut off a lot of people's left nuts, okay? Like,
I only do it when I'm extremely confident about something and I'm never lost. So
Dang.
Yeah,
So
Become
you're saying it's
president.
100% Republicans take
Okay.
over the House? Like, no,
no,
doubt
there
in
is
your mind.
no shot that the Democrats win the House.
I completely agree.
There's no
like, this
shot.
isn't even like us cutting off a nut. This is me and Zane swapping nuts, okay? Like, this could
Here,
kill us.
Listen,
So-
listen. Either way, someone needs to start GoFundMe early so we can pay the Craigslist doctor. I mean, they're probably not cheap.
Imagine going on
they are.
Craigslist. It's like help wanted. nut
I need to swap
transplant.
my balls with my friends. All right. With that said, let's move on. So the Colorado governor Jared Polis reduced the truck driver who accidentally ran over a few people because his brakes didn't work from 110 years to 10 years. What do you
Whoa.
guys think about that?
You should have no time at all.
The hell?
Well, I think, I mean, it's kind of fair because it's not like really his fault that the brakes went out.
What
It'd be
the
one
hell
thing
did
if he,
you do?
it would be one thing if he purposely cut his brake cord or at least saw his brake
Yeah.
lid.
Oh,
I'd
we
be
got
happy
it.
to get that.
Break
If it was like a complete accident, he had no idea.
Yeah.
It's manslaughter then. Like, it was a complete accident. So he should definitely not it should definitely be like 10 years because it's still like a killing. So it should there should be some time, but it should not be like that long. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
can't
what the
believe
judge
that
was
they
thinking.
resulted on 110 years in general. Like what?
That's retarded. Why would he
Like,
get time at all?
Like OJ Simpson
completely
literally
out of
killed
his
his
control.
wife. OJ Simpson literally killed his wife, and he didn't serve any jail time.
Well,
for it.
first off, the glove
Exactly.
didn't fit his
oh,
hand.
shut up.
And this is why the justice system is fucked up.
In case Anthony killed her child, she gets nothing, but this guy gets 10 years.
Well, I think you have to give him some time because again, it is manslaughter. He has to-
It is manslaughter. So like there should be like some time, but like I don't think it
Yeah.
should be nearly as much as it was before.
Oh yeah, that 100-year thing that was so dumb.
Okay, wait. How many people actually died?
Was it 30?
I think it was four.
Four.
I think it was four.
Okay,
Then
I got
10
to,
years is completely fair if it's a complete
No, it's
accident.
not.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Completely.
completely agree with Polis.
Well,
right
I
now.
mean, you
And
know,
and he's eligible for parole in I think 2026. I saw on TikTok.
He'll probably
yeah,
get
no, that's
parole.
completely
And he'll
fair. That
probably
is
get
completely
parole.
fair.
Yeah.
That is
let's think
not
about
fair.
this in
Completely fair.
let's
I
think
have
about
no
this in
issue
a
with this.
positive light. Yes, he got 10 years, but yes, he got that 3 kill streak, meaning
Oh
he
my
has a
gosh. That's awful.
But bruh, maybe he got a headshot. Like you never know.
Oh my god. Okay.
I completely disagree with the judge. He should have gotten 0 years. His sentence should have been commuted completely. He should get a pardon by the president, honestly.
Exactly.
Maybe that'll
like,
happen.
There shouldn't have
Yeah.
even been a trial. He shouldn't have even been arrested in the first place.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was the truck's fault. What is he supposed to do? Like I don't
The
like I
truck
don't get it.
should be in jail.
Yep, jail the truck.
The truck should be in jail more than him.
Yeah, put the
I'm
truck
about to
behind
Yeah,
tell
the
you
you
car.
real-
all. I'm
Wait,
about to
hold
tell
on.
you all
Yeah.
why you're wrong right now. Basically, yes, the brakes did not work. Okay, but he could have hit a building at least. Like at least that would have caused.
what
Oh
the-
yeah, let's have the dude drive into a building. I'm sure
And
no
kill
one would be in the
himself.
building. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no,
sounds
Yeah,
great.
more people would have
Yeah,
died if he
good
drove into a
job.
building.
Great,
even more
Yeah.
people would
great
die.
excuse. Yeah, great excuse. Let's just have him kill himself and
I
drive
was about
into
to say,
a
if he drove
building.
into a building, he'd get even more jail time because he would have purposely drove into a building. That's jail time.
Okay, I'm gonna look up the crime scene. I want to see.
Okay, well, whatever. With that said, let's move on to Vaughn. Say it.
The Fauci Hour.
Hi, I'm Dr. Fauci. My family's Italian, but I was born and raised in New York.
You guys think Dr. Fauci makes good pasta?
Probably.
Yeah, my family
With that
makes
said,
the best
so
pasta.
2 days ago, when this episode will be released, Dr. Fauci said to stay away from large New Year's Eve gatherings.
Base.
Guess
no
what I
shit.
did? I was at a large New Year's Eve gathering.
Sir, you're the reason my grandma died.
Every single reason.
I'm kidding. That's a joke. She died like 6 years ago.
I mean,
That
the
makes it even
butterfly
better.
effect, it works like that. I mean, you know.
See, guys, Zane is just a time traveler, okay? Like,
Yeah, he
knows-
went back in time, gave her COVID, and then left.
Yep.
See
All
ya.
right. What do y'all think about Dr. Fauci saying stay away from large New Year's Eve gatherings? Yet a ton of people went
Well,
to
it
New Year's
doesn't
Eve
matter.
gatherings.
He said the
Pandemic.
same thing
I
about
think it's
Christmas.
funny because nobody gives a shit what this little Italian man says.
Yes, love it, Vaughn. I love the energy that we have produced in this room.
I don't think you guys like
Uh,
Dr.
what's the
Fauci.
man that pissed the
Nah,
pasta?
bro, who does? Like,
This is
I
an
mean,
The
serious.
entire
Who
point of
actually,
the
like, wakes
Fauci
up in the
hour
morning,
is
he's like,
to
you know,
make
Dr.
fun of
Fauci.
Dr. Fauci.
Bro, can we
Yeah,
get,
exactly.
but we need
You
Boomer
know
nationalist
it's
here.
bad. You
I'm
know
not-
it's bad when the dogs don't even like Fauci.
Fact.
You know, Dr. Fauci didn't kill those dogs. They killed themselves because they didn't like them.
You know, Fauci,
Damn.
honestly, Fauci also, can we just talk about Fauci real quick? Have you guys
No.
seen him throw out the first pitch? Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He has no athletic ability.
his only
Yeah, he's
ability
old
is
as
That
probably
shit
being
being.
went sideways. Like, it went all over the place. Besides the, like, oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, but like that's not even the best thing he said. There's two things that he said that are much better, and here's the next one. Dr. Fauci said that the Omicron wave will peak probably by the end of January.
I kind of predicted that.
Okay,
Yeah, I kind of agree with him there, and I hate saying that, but
guys,
Whoa.
I'm gonna give you the best.
mean,
piece
I
of
do agree with
advice.
him too.
The best piece of advice I can tell you all.
if he's
Don't
wrong
worry
though,
about
that'll
it.
be funny. That'll be
Don't
so
worry
funny.
about the new variant. I mean, I'm pretty sure the new variant, if what I read was correct, it's less harmless than like the actual original thing.
Yeah.
It is.
It
But he's
definitely
making
is.
a
It's not
fuss
as
about
deadly.
faster.
It's just a
spreads
lot more.
faster,
It just spreads faster.
but it has less
Yeah.
death rate.
But you
that
never
was
know.
not-
Like but like that was Fauci who said, you know, you don't have to
You
be
know-
nearly as worried about it. And then the next week said, you know, get another booster. You know, get like your 6th booster right into your
Hey,
veins. Like,
Hold
Wait, you
up.
guys haven't been boosted 7 times yet?
I've been boosted 8 times.
Hold up. So if this new variant is weaker, doesn't that mean if like it mutates again, it will just keep getting
It'll
weaker
spread
and weaker
even
and
more,
weaker?
but it will be extremely less deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Basically,
That's great.
what happens is with the
Yeah, that
virus
is
like
great. That
this,
literally is great because it's becoming just a cold. Like that's
Yeah.
literally what
Exactly,
it's
which is
becoming.
amazing.
Exactly.
I don't
That's great.
understand what
It's
the
an
big deal
amazing
about
thing.
Omicron is. You see all these shutdowns happening.
Oh, Omicron.
Students aren't returning to school after winter break, all because
This-
freaking this cold,
can't-
bruh.
This new variant sucks. I just want a new one that doesn't sound like an Optimus Prime transformer.
Yeah, legit. It sounds like a Power Ranger.
well,
It
Oh,
sounds like
Omicron.
a fucking transformer.
so I think I talked about this last time, but with these viruses and stuff like COVID wants to live on. It's a virus and it wants to live inside you. So when it kills you, all it does is kill
COVID
itself,
inside me.
basically.
I
What is
mean,
this committing
COVID is
suicide
depressing.
whenever
So
it
It
what
goes
just
you're
wants to
inside
saying,
kill
there?
what you're
itself.
saying is COVID is suicidal?
Yes, pretty
I don't-
much. COVID has a
Here's
death
something-
wish whenever it
Here's
enters your
something I
body.
want to point out to you guys, and I
Guys,
hope
I
you guys.
gotta hear.
COVID
Hold
just
on,
I hope
keep
you
you
guys
alive.
don't mind.
Interrupted.
But,
COVID pool
but
did
the current
did
county
COVID
that I'm in, is Mono County.
Oh, I'm doxing you.
In
Oh.
well, I don't live there, in California, and right now, throughout the past month, there have been 146 positive cases in this county. It's a really small county. Guess how many of those people died? Just take
How many?
a guess. Just
Two.
take a
The
guess.
Delta variant is
Two.
more scary than Omicron.
None died.
Dude, exactly. It just keeps getting weaker
Out
and
of
weaker,
all-
which is great. That's great.
That's great because, like, eventually it'll just be gone.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
a
exactly.
virus
Everyone's
can't
just
stay
freaking out because
forever.
the
It'll have to.
because the positivity rate is going up, but is the death going up? No. So what is there to worry about?
Everybody's
Nothing.
freaking out because Fauci's up there on his pedestal saying, "Shut that down, shut that
Okay,
down."
guys, we gotta shut down the site.
I live in California, but if Newsom sends us into another lockdown, I think someone should just like take him out.
California cool.
Well, this podcast just got put on a watch list.
This podcast is not
Yeah.
brought to you by the FBI, who is actively watching us.
I meant take him out to dinner.
Hey, yo, on a real note, though, I'm trying to take out
listen.
Biden and
Marty,
Trump.
you can't take him out to dinner, but he can take you out, because he doesn't follow his own rules. But
Oh, goodness.
Hey,
yeah,
yo, what if I
so
take
he'll
out
pay for
Biden?
it.
He doesn't even
Oh.
he doesn't even live here, right?
Who?
What, he doesn't even live in California?
No, I think he lives near the border, like on the other side though.
He probably lives at like
Bruh.
Topaz Lake.
So he
Topaz
doesn't even
Lake's
follow
pretty
his own
sick.
rules because he doesn't.
Probably
have to.
lives in I don't know, like some bougie ass place in
Okay.
Kentucky.
Anyways, let's get the final quote from the Fauci hour. This one might be a bit controversial.
First off,
I wanna
It's like Lee
ask a
Harvey
question
Oswald.
before I say this. I want to ask a question. Who here is for a vaccine mandate?
and define
Um,
mandate. I'm fine with them mandating the freaking
I just want
smallpox
concentration
vaccine.
camps.
Depends on the vaccine, dude.
He's talking about the COVID one.
The COVID
COVID.
vaccine? Nah,
Yes.
not yet. Maybe in the future.
Not really.
So
No,
here's what
especially
Dr.
if it's
Fauci
getting
said.
weaker and weaker. Like, no, I'm good.
Here's what Dr. Fauci
Wait.
said.
COVID
Dr.
mandate for like everyone or like government employees?
Everyone.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Maybe
No.
government employees, but not
Government
like,
employees.
Okay,
raise
here we
their
go.
hand, but
Hold up. Let me just say this real quick. Dr. Fauci said that the United States should consider a vaccine mandate to travel via an airplane. What do you guys
Well,
think
about
about
Fauci,
that?
he's putting
All right, that's
gabagool in his
extra.
vaccines. Okay, he's
At
putting
most,
he's putting
they should do
he's
Air
literally
Force
putting
branding.
pasta. He's putting pizza sauce in the vaccines. Okay, like come on, it's like, are you kidding me with this guy? He is putting what's an Italian food? Meatballs.
Pizza.
He's putting pizza in the vaccines. Like, come on, like that sounds great. That sounds great, but I don't want pizza injected into me. Come on.
Yes, that actually sounds
Hold
pretty
on.
tasty. Like I taste the pizza when I get my vaccine. If so, I might get vaccinated tonight.
No, you just get the pizza in your arm.
Okay, wait.
So if
You're not
if
the
I get
first person to have that idea. I don't know if we covered this on the show, but like a year ago, some lady thought it would be healthy for her to literally like blend up vegetables and inject it into her bloodstream.
What?
I guarantee you.
Guy, he's putting risotto in the vaccine. Come on, guys.
Oh, I had risotto for lunch today. It was pretty good. I had a pork chop. I had pork
I'm
chop
going
and
to use-
risotto.
I'm going
And
to use
then
some of
just
Vaughn's
drop
logic.
dead out of
If I-
nowhere.
I'm going to use some of Vaughn's logic. If
Um,
I get the vaccine, does this mean that'll be the first time I'll ever have pizza?
You've
Probably.
never had pizza?
What?
No.
Lactose.
Okay,
No.
listen, William,
The
you
man
are
suicide
disgraced. You've
if
never had a
Rover tried to
hamburger
let
and you've
go.
never had pizza. Just leave,
Yes.
bro. Like seriously, you were like one of the most disgusting, vile human beings
Gosh.
I've ever met
Kill yourself.
because of that.
Okay.
Hey, to switch
Bob,
topics.
Thank you for
Bob,
thank you for having me on the podcast, but I think I'm out of here. Bye.
What's your
Vaughn,
guys'
there's
thoughts
a better
on women's
insult you
right
could
to
use.
vote?
Call him a European.
And there you go. That's the end of the Fauci hour. Remember, that's
That's
the
the
more
end
you
of the
know.
Fauci hour.
Does
Damn, we
Fauci
should really get,
support
a
women
coaching
voting?
intro for that?
What?
Does
You
Fauci
should really get a
support women
cartoon
voting?
intro for it.
I'm gonna get an intro for it. Trust me, there will be an
Oh,
intro in
great.
this YouTube video
Hi
and podcast
guys,
is
my name is
uploaded tomorrow.
Dr.
Thank you guys so
Fauci.
much for listening, and have a
Yeah.
happy new year. See you next week.